Bayern Munich has been looking for a coach for some time, trying to hire several names without success. Xabi Alonso preferred to stay at Bayer Leverkusen, Nagelsmann renewed with the German team, and Ralf Rangnick opted for the Austrian team, among other cases. Recently, he was surprised to consider Vincent Kompany, which caused some surprise, as Kompany was relegated from the Premier League with Burnley. However, looking deeper, this choice may make sense. Kompany did an impressive job in the Championship last season, leading Burnley to dominate the league with attacking, high-pressing football, being compared to Manchester City by The Athletic. Kompany was a player under Pep Guardiola and learned a lot from him, adopting a similar style of play, valuing ball possession and high pressing. Even with Burnley's relegation, Guardiola is confident that Kompany will one day coach Manchester City, highlighting his influence and potential. Burnley, after promotion, changed the squad a lot, spending more than 100 million, but with players without enough experience for the Premier League, and Kompany maintained his attacking style of play, which was considered naive for not adapting to the new level. However, at Bayern, he would find a squad qualified for his style of play, with players accustomed to pressure and possession of the ball, as under the command of Hansi Flick. Kompany is young and influenced by Guardiola, and clubs are looking for coaches with that background. Despite the negative points, such as the lack of tactical flexibility and experience, he could fit in at Bayern. One of the biggest challenges will be dealing with Bayern's experienced players and influential board, with figures like Uli Hoeneß. Many fans are pessimistic, but compared to Xabi Alonso, who was relegated with Real Sociedad B before finding success at Bayer Leverkusen, Kompany's situation doesn't seem so absurd. It's a risky bet that could surprise you, depending on your ability to adapt and manage the group. Kompany quickly accepted Bayern's proposal, despite having a contract until 2028 with Burnley, which shows the English club's confidence in his work. His ability to maintain a good environment and relationship with the players could be an important differentiator at Bayern, which faces several internal and external pressures. The main issue will be Vincent Kompany's autonomy to implement his ideas at Bayern Munich. If he has the necessary support, similar to what Mikel Arteta received at Arsenal, he could develop a strong and cohesive team. Arteta had the opportunity to shape the team according to his vision, receiving support from the board and time to establish his playing philosophy. This support was fundamental in transforming Arsenal into a competitive and dynamic team. However, Bayern Munich's internal politics and the influence of historic figures at the club could pose a significant challenge for Kompany. Bayern is known for its strong hierarchical structure, where former players and longtime managers exert great influence on the club's decisions. Figures such as Uli Hoeneß, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, and Oliver Kahn have a history of actively participating in the club's daily operations, which can create an environment where the coach's full autonomy is limited. For Kompany to be successful, it will be crucial that he is able to navigate these internal dynamics and earn the trust of these influential managers. The balance between respecting the club's rich tradition and introducing new ideas will be essential. If Kompany can establish a relationship of trust with the board and obtain the necessary support to implement his strategies, he will be able to build a team that reflects his modern and effective vision. Furthermore, the culture of high standards and pressure for immediate results at Bayern means that Kompany will need to quickly demonstrate the positive impact of his ideas. Otherwise, a lack of patience and external interference could compromise your ability to lead autonomously. However, if he is successful in aligning his vision with the club's expectations, he could transform Bayern into an even more formidable powerhouse, blending tradition and innovation. Kompany's success at Bayern will depend not only on his tactical and leadership skills, but also on his ability to manage the club's complex internal relationships. His experience as a leader on the pitch and his training under Guardiola could be huge assets in this challenge, provided he can get the support he needs to execute his vision. Many names have been speculated to be in charge of Bayern, such as Mourinho and Conte, who are experienced coaches, but whose style does not align with the club's philosophy. On the other hand, Kompany, despite being young, has a history of attacking football and possession, characteristics that could fit well at Bayern Munich. Kompany is just 38 years old and, despite his recent relegation with Burnley, he has a vision of the game inspired by Guardiola, which makes him a promising coach. Accepting the offer from Bayern Munich represents a big step in his career. offering him the opportunity to coach a high-quality squad and compete in major competitions. Bayern Munich's decision to bet on Vincent Kompany may seem risky at first glance, but it is not completely unfounded. The club is following a market trend in search of coaches influenced by Pep Guardiola, with the expectation of developing a modern and effective style of play. Guardiola, widely recognized as one of the best coaches of his generation, revolutionized football with his innovative tactical approach, prioritizing ball possession, high pressing, and dynamic attacking play. Kompany, who had an illustrious career as a player and captain of Manchester City under Guardiola, has assimilated many of the Spanish coach's philosophies and tactical principles. Since beginning his coaching career, first at Anderlecht and then Burnley, Kompany has demonstrated an impressive ability to implement a style of play that reflects Guardiola's influence. Its emphasis on building plays from the back, fast and fluid movement, as well as a focus on tactical intelligence and player versatility, are characteristics that align with the modern vision of football that Bayern seeks. Furthermore, Bayern Munich has a successful history of hiring coaches who share this proactive and attacking vision of the game, as was the case with Julian Nagelsmann. Betting on Kompany is therefore a continuation of that philosophy, with the hope that he can bring new energy and innovation to the team, as well as a fresh perspective that could be crucial to keeping Bayern at the top of European football. So while Kompany's relative inexperience as a coach in elite leagues could be seen as a risk, Bayern Munich appear confident that his training under Guardiola, combined with his in-depth understanding of the game and leadership ability, will pay off. That they are investing in a coach who, as well as having a winning mentality, is aligned with the modern principles that have proven effective in top-level football. Let's watch how this choice plays out, especially considering the challenges Kompany will face in implementing his playing philosophy at a club with so many internal and external pressures. If he can adapt his style and earn the respect of the squad and board, he could become a positive surprise and begin a new era of success for Bayern Munich.